Hello everybody, and welcome to a series I'm going to be calling Minecraft Eras. The premise for this series is relatively simple. I'm going to be starting a Minecraft world in version 1.0, the original release version of Minecraft. And I'm going to progressively update the version of Minecraft step by step up until I reach modern day Minecraft. To be able to do that, I'm going to need to accomplish some goals, which I have set out for the series. For this version specifically, I'm going to have to complete a starter base, set up an enchanting area, set up a potion brewing area, and beat the Ender Dragon. Those are the only goals I have set out for now, but if anybody has any ideas, please leave them down in the comments and I'll take a look and see if there's any that I like. What you're seeing me do here is gather some wood, stone, food, iron, standard early game stuff that you would normally do. After a while, I'll find my way over to 00, where I'll mark it for later nether portal shenanigans, and also marking out the surrounding 4 chunks for future builds. Something about version 1.0.0 of Minecraft is that building blocks, especially in survival mode, are extremely limited. You have very few options on any type of wood or stone, since anything like granite, diorite, or andesite were added in 1.8, while stuff like deep slate and tuff were added even later in 1.17. So really the only options I have available are cobblestone, smooth stone, and stone bricks. Now for wood I'm even more limited, while for logs I still do have 3 options of oak, birch, and spruce. For planks, I only have the option of oak planks, since different wood type planks were only added at a later version. For the design of my house, I'm going to go for a simple 2-story building with a basement that'll serve as my storage and utility room, with my furnaces and everything in there. The first floor and basement are going to have cobblestone walls, along with some logs as some pillars for differentiating textures, and the floor is going to be planks. Meanwhile, the top floor, while the walls were undecided for a while, due to the lack of options, I decided to go with the white wool, just to make the colors different. Now, one thing that made that particularly challenging is that sheep don't eat grass. That was added in version 1.1, and as a result, they don't grow back their wool. So once you shear a sheep, they're basically useless. Speaking of quirks of the version of Minecraft, this version has quite a few. Some examples are that you can't click and drag items to craft. You can't double click an item to bring everything into a stack. You can't use wooden tools as fuel. Iron ore is also a block now, while in newer versions they've become their own separate item that you can smelt. Another thing is that farmland can be trampled by merely walking on it, making farming large amounts of wheat extremely difficult, which leads into another point, being that carrots and potatoes have not been added yet, and the fact that you can't place double chests next to one another makes storage a lot more difficult to handle on a large scale. villagers don't trade yet. In fact, they're completely useless since they don't drop anything when killed either. The only use they have is existing in villages, which do still have wheat despite even blacksmiths not having any chests. A fun fact about early villagers is that they actually shared their AI with pigs until trading was introduced. Now, while I was building my base, I did end up needing quite a bit of stone. So I ended up making a mine over in the distance to gather it, making a tunnel down to about Y12 and doing an old-fashioned strip mine. While I did end up finding some diamonds, I decided to leave everything except 5 of them until I managed to get a Fortune 3 pickaxe to get the most I can out of it. Once I had enough stone, I decided to make my roof out of stone bricks, and I finished it off relatively quickly afterwards. Let me know what you think of my house. And if you have any suggestions for challenges or goals I could have for this version or future versions, please let me know down in the comments. And if you'd like to see more of this series and other series I might make in the future, please consider subscribing. I'll see you next time. Have a nice day.